Welcome to the AI for Oklahoma Classrooms podcast, a production of the Oklahoma State Department of Education's Office of AI and Digital Learning. I'm your host, Dr. Karen Leonard. I'm so glad you're here. We're starting this journey because we believe in the power of Oklahoma teachers. We know the passion you bring to your students, but we also know that Sunday night feeling, the mountain of grading, and the 3 different lesson plans you need for Monday morning. AI isn't here to replace the magic you bring to your classroom. It's here to be your ultimate teaching partner, helping you clear the busy work so you can get your weekends back and focus on what you love doing most, teaching. When I look back on the past episodes, I can see we've come a long way. We've moved from individual productivity to navigating complex data privacy laws. But as you're becoming the efficiency expert of your own room, you probably noticed your colleagues looking over your shoulder, wondering how you're getting your grading done so quickly and where those amazing custom visuals come from. Today, we're talking about scaling that success. We're exploring how to move from being a lone wolf of innovation to helping build a school-wide AI policy that empowers everyone. In our last episode, we did a deep dive into the legalities of FERPA and data sensitivity. We established that protecting student data is the non-negotiable foundation of our work. Now, we want to take those safe ethical habits and turn them into a roadmap for your entire building. When AI successes stay locked in one classroom, we miss the chance to solve systemic teacher burnout. By moving from individual practice to institutional policy, we ensure that every teacher has the support they need and every student experiences a consistent, fair environment. A school-wide AI policy shouldn't be a top-down mandate that adds more weight to teachers' shoulders. Instead, think of it as a collaborative code of conduct. As you talk with your colleagues and administration, focus on 3 main pillars. First, look at the safety standard. This involves aligning which tools are green-lit for student use and reinforcing the no PII rule across all grade levels. You also need to keep in mind the academic integrity framework. Define what active editing looks like in your building. This helps prevent confusion for students as they move from one teacher's classroom to another. And you also need to consider the professional support pact. This involves deciding how the school will share efficiency wins, like a shared library of prompt templates for rubrics or newsletters. For our educators in smaller Oklahoma districts, you have a unique advantage. You likely have a direct line to your principal or superintendent. You can lead the way by sharing your quarterly time audit to show exactly how AI has helped you manage multiple preps without burning out. When leadership sees that AI is a tool for teacher retention and professional growth, they're much more likely to support a formal policy that protects and promotes its use. To truly expand our institutional capacity, we need to look closer at how 2 of our pillars, academic integrity and professional support, function on the ground. This isn't just about rules. It's about creating a culture of transparency and shared growth. When we talk about the academic integrity framework, we're moving toward a model of active editing. This means teaching our students to be co-authors with AI rather than passive recipients of its output. A practical way to implement this is by requiring a generative log. This is a simple document where students record the prompts they used, the initial AI responses, and, most importantly, the specific revisions and critical thinking they applied to the final draft. It makes the invisible process of learning visible and ensures the student remains the primary architect of the work. Simultaneously, the Professional Support Pact ensures that teachers aren't exploring this frontier in isolation. I suggest formalizing an AI learning time within your structure. Imagine a monthly prompt share-out during a 30-minute faculty meeting. In these sessions, teachers can showcase specific efficiency wins, perhaps a custom communication script for difficult parent emails, or a method for using AI to create 3 different reading levels for a single primary source. By sharing these templates, we reduce the individual workload and elevate the entire building's digital fluency together. As always, the brain is always the boss. As you help draft these policies, keep the human element at the center. An AI policy isn't about the technology, it's about the people. It's about ensuring that when we use these tools to reclaim our time, we can provide more mentorship, more heart, and more impact for our Oklahoma students. At the end of every episode, we end with a tomorrow morning test, one specific, actionable AI win you can use in your classroom the very next day. I call this one the Policy Conversation Starter. First, identify one colleague who's expressed interest in how you use AI. Tomorrow, share one specific efficiency win with them, perhaps a rubric you generated or a localized math hook, and ask, what's the one administrative tool you'd love to hand off to a digital intern? This small conversation starts the shift toward a collaborative culture of efficiency and sets the stage for building-wide policy discussions. That's it for this episode. You've moved from an individual user to a policy pioneer. Next time, we'll start a series focused on instructional magic, beginning with the Document Doctor, learning how to modernize dense primary sources for better student accessibility. Thank you for joining me for this episode of AI for Oklahoma Classrooms, brought to you by the OSDE's Office of AI and Digital Learning. If you found today's episode helpful, please share it with a colleague who could use a little more time back in their day. Remember this: AI lightens the load. You bring the heart, the expertise, and make the impact in your classroom. See you next time.